I'm always amazed by the wisdom of Chinese philosophy, and I feel like there's a lot of wisdom that we can pull out and learn it in terms of leadership. So in the past, I've been learning about Lao Zi, Dao De Jing, which is an ancient script written thousands of years ago by a Chinese philosopher called Lao Zi. And I find that in our leadership concept today, there are a lot of lessons that we can learn. And I'm going to read a quote from one of his books. And it says, "He who knows men is clever. He who knows himself has insight. He who conquers men has force. He who conquers himself is truly strong." How this resonates with me is that in our normal leadership or day-to-day corporate world, we always try to think, how do I outsmart someone else? How do I say something in order to put down the other person in meetings? Or how do I better negotiate the other person? So we learn about people's technique and learn about other people's way of communicating. But I find that when he says, "He who knows himself has insight," what it means to me is, what it says to me is that when you know what you're capable of, when you're able to know your own strengths and know your own weaknesses and use that to the fullest, that gives you an even higher power of influence. And for me, it says, "He who conquers men has force, but he who conquers himself is really strong." For me, we all have fears. We all have voices in our heads that tells us that we're not good enough, that we're not strong enough, that there's something wrong about us. This inherent voice and inherent fear is in everyone. And if leaders are able to conquer this voice and conquer our own deepest enemy, which is ourselves, our own fears, that is true strength. So in this video, I would like to encourage all of you, before you try to overcome other people, it might make more sense to ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And what is going on inside my head? So, ladies and gentlemen, connecting leaders to consciousness.